closer. Don't need closure, 'cause I don't want it to end. Yeah. I know it's time to move on. I know it's time to move ahead. I know it's time to move on. I know it's time to move ahead. Keep me closer. Don't need closure, 'cause I don't want it to end. Yeah. I know it's time to move on. I know it's time to move ahead. I know it's time to move on. I know it's time to move ahead.
All right, THL, we're back. It's time to move ahead to a new season. You may have to adjust your monitors a little bit because our Discord has kind of messed up our names a little bit. Joking. I'm Saku, your host of the THL team reveals for what's going to be wild with Season 10, Pro Series Season 13, Trio Series Season 2. Well, could be beta, whatever we're going to call it. Only one series this time around is going to be the Wheel of Doom, so it's going to be the Pro Series. And then we're going to have some final comments. But before we get into all that, I'd like to introduce the panel, the hosts, the casters, the various personalities of THL content. We're going to start off to my right or my left. It'll be Hustle, a.k.a. Bone Masher. How you doing, Bone Masher? Unmute, unmute, unmute.
Yeah, I'll unmute. Doing well, thank you. Thank you, Bone Masher Sake.
You're welcome.
I'm doing well. Another new season. So much opportunity. Usually left in despair, but we'll see. We can at least start with a bang with the banners. We all love that.
We do. Yep, we do. Next up is going to be Saku, a.k.a. Geranium Battle. How are you doing, Geranium? Sorry, Saku. My bad.
It's actually I'm doing pretty great. It's interesting giving up OP duties to the new OP around here, Bone Masher. But yeah, it's always an exciting team reveal season. As Bone Masher said, the Legos, well, as Hustle said, sorry, the logos are to die for. They're really great. So can't wait to reveal those.
And last but certainly not least, we have Sunday Showdown co-host from my good buddy Geranium Battle, a.k.a. Hustle. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, Saku. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. I know I'm excited, and I think our chat may be slightly excited to see what's coming down the pipe there for Wild Series. So shall we jump in there to see what teams have joined the crew again?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Yeah. So again, season 10 for Wild Series. We got 7 teams, one conference, which is going to be green. And we're going to start with Geranium Battle announcing the first team.
Yes. Now, sometimes APM likes to talk about their previous seasons when they name their teams, because this time they're going to avoid punitive measures. Bone Masher captaining with Stinzy, Maxibon 1234, Slight, Rebobson, and MTG Squirrel. I believe this is a full returning roster here. I know that Bone Masher can say more about his team, but I would like to note that Maxibon has actually been destroying the twist format as well as standard ladder. He had 2 finishes. He was 9th, and he was 1st on the twist ladder. So, good thing there's no twist format in THL.
Yeah, we may have had a little mishap last season with a DQ. So we're aiming for no DQs this season. A full team run back, but yeah, no DQs this season. Yeah.
You almost threw me for a loop there with normally we usually use the cross out formula for Hero Series when a class gets banned. So I was a little bit confused for a quick sec in my old age. Anyway, I'll stop you, Amber. Bone Masher, you get the next one, so let's rock and roll with that.
Alrighty. Next team to announce, completely unrelated to what we just talked about. World Shakers, Copa, Captain, Team, Nice Jewish Owl, Gumby in the 2, Sinferno in the 3, Sprinkle in the 4, and Turtle in the 5. I believe Sprinkle and Turtle are new to the team this season. Maybe there's a few changes. I know Denka's dad was on the team last season, and so was Copa, so a bit of a roster change, and they'll be hoping to make it back to the final like they did last season.
Yeah, Gumby's also returning. That was originally Devalian. So all three of those, Gumby, Sprinkle, and Turtle, are somewhat new to the team. Sprinkle is top 500 to 200 legend basically every season in Wild. And Turtle actually started THL in Wild. So yeah, these players are all going to do well.
Okay. Hustle, you ready to go, man?
Sure am. So next up, we've got the Wild THL Fanatics, captained by Dr. Bombed. In the 1 seed, we've got Labore Sangre, and then Dr. Bombed, Electric Sheep City, Moopy Daddy, and Neon Heron.
Neon Heron sounds new to me, like a new player. Could be wrong, though.
No, you're right. I got to meet Schmoopy Daddy in person. Very nice guy. Yeah, and the rest of the players on this team put up solid results every season.
Nice.
They're also a great bunch of guys, every single one of these guys. So
Yeah.
looking forward to playing against these guys this season.
All right. We got Geranium Battle up for the next team.
Yeah, we've got the owner of APM on the cast, but I'm the one announcing every APM team because we've got a plastered monkey, which is Gimme Lamp's wild team. The ones we've got Oddlaw, then Sick Lad, Lowbrow, Low Ladder, Zach, and Anubinator, which is a little bit of a fusion from the Bass Bros side of things with Anubinator and last season of Gimme Lamp's Wilds team with the rest of the roster.
Yeah, Oddlaw and Sick Lad are both like top 30 ladder grinders in Wild. So those two, in addition to the rest of the team, they should have a really good season and probably a team to watch this season.
Yeah, and if Gimme Lamps get a story about the image itself, if you have anything to share, you can spill it and spill your guts in chat. But it's pretty cool looking. So, all right, next up, Bone Masher.
All right, next up, who's this team? F2L Viridian are back again.
Nope.
Looks like they've had a
Go ahead.
what? Yep. Back again, captained by Marty B. We've got Memnarch, Marty B, KVLT, Lasagna in the 4, and Mortal Wombat is back to THL this season in the 5. They'll be looking for another title to add to their already full trophy cabinet.
And if anybody noticed the different type of green that's used, there wasn't any different kind of type of green.
No, it's still Viridian. Same logo.
Hustle, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't sure if I was going to get queued in or not. But yeah, next up we got the Sleepyhead Shakers, led by Seth for Christ. In the one seed, they've got OT Zyexia. Their captain, Seth for Christ, is in the 2 seed. Waluigi Time in 3, Reno Jackson in 4, and Tiger Eye in the 5.
Anybody remember
Yeah.
the? Go ahead. The old team's name.
They keep having different kind of shakers with the idea. So I believe the Sleepyhead Shakers is with Nzoth saying "back to sleep," so it's quite good.
I like it.
But yeah, strong team, top 2, probably top of the table, and they'll be tough to beat.
I mean, they've been pretty challenging every season for the last 5 seasons. Could be wrong, but
Yeah.
they're right up there. So, all right, and I think it's going to be our last team of Wild Series. We're going to have Geranium Battle if he's not lost in Lagland. Take her away.
Okay. Hopefully, I'm not actually disconnected, as I'm going to be talking about Worgen Greasers returning once again. We've got Hudak captaining after his stellar legacy season. He's still playing wild. He's in the 1. Egrades, or maybe E-grades, in the 2. Uriel, Cesari, and R4C in the 5. Um, I believe I think there's one player change from last season, but yeah, it's the same Worgen Greasers we know and love. They get really, really close to playoffs every single season. I think this team looks like it's the tipping point, and they will be making it.
So they have what, 2 new players on there? R4C and E grades. Maybe.
Yeah, R4C is new. I feel like I recognize E-grades from last season, but maybe I'm just yeah.
I think they're new. I think.
Chat can tell us because they know more than we do, so we're okay. Chat always
The
knows,
host, don't expect the hosts and revealers to actually have done any research.
right? We're half, cut as it is, right? We're having some fun here. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
all right. So there is your 7 teams. So starting from the top, it is Avoid Punitive Measures, World Shakers, Wild, THL Fanatics, Plastered Monkey, F2L Viridian, Sleepyhead Shakers, and Worgen Greasers. So that wraps up our 7. So now we can go on to the Pro Series, which is going to start with Bone Masher to start off the top here. And
So,
numero uno.
all right.
I don't know.
Must be.
I don't know if you know this team. And I apologize for the spelling mistake, but
Oh, I missed the coin flip. I never get my team. All right, we've got an APM team, Aggressively Proud Majors, captained by Azalea Akari, making his APM captaining debut. Leading off the top of the ranks, Parawox is returning to THL. Played 1 season, won 1 MVP. He's back. Lowbrow Low Ladder in the 2, Ring 13 in the 3, Harmless Dog in the 4, and Walkerman in the 5. Looks like a pretty decent team, especially with Parawox leading the line. Just interested to see how they go. And good luck, Azalea.
yeah, there is a new name I haven't seen, which is a harmless dog. Walker Man is kind of new to me. Is maybe Azalea can fill in chat to say who's new, but it looks like those 2.
I feel like I'd be scared playing a harmless dog. I feel like I'm being lured in. I'm gonna get slaughtered 3-0.
Is it? How harmless is the dog?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's just like lulling you into a false sense of security.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't here for maybe most of the discussion about this team. I will mention that I know a little bit more about Walkerman than you guys probably do. They are in practice groups with like every top player you know. So like Language Hacker, McBannerface. Yeah, I think that like they're going to be in a more supportive team environment. So I think that they're going to do a lot better with this.
All right. So let's go to the next team, which is Hustle.
Yeah, that's going to be Aussie Pro Mafia, captained by Bone Masher. In the one, they've got Maxi Bon 1, 2, 3, 4, Oddlaw in the 2, Sick Lad at 3, Bone Masher there at 4, and Reverb rounding them out at 5.
Yeah, this is our throwback to our first APM Pro season. 4 of these guys were on our initial pro team that just missed playoffs. Sicklad's the only one that's in for Quake Lord from that season. So, yeah, just decide to throw the team back together again and see how we go. Same team name as well, different logo. So, yeah, should be a lot of fun. And we'll at least have fun this season, even if we don't win. But
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
all.
see.
this
Go ahead, Jeremy.
Okay, sorry. This is where I'm supposed to talk about Maxi Bond's twist record, right?
Sure. Give her.
Okay, yeah. The never said before. Maxi Bond got 9th and 1st in twist. Wow.
All right.
Throwback to earlier in the stream.
Yeah, exactly. That was the lag monster that got you, right? So
Okay.
next
Yep.
one.
And not gonna have any lag with this one. We've got Remember the Titans. Just like, how could any team not be named Remember the Titans for this season? Amazing team by Copa. We've got the usual Copa crew here. We've got Stinzy. We've got Hustle in the 3, Copa in the 5. We've got 2 new faces, Jammies and L-Bomb 25. L-Bomb 25, alongside Ring 13 that we saw earlier, were both from Big W Esports from Pro a few seasons ago. And yeah, replacing, I think, Owl and G-Kick. Hustle can tell us more, though. I mean, it's
Yeah, that's
his team.
right. And I took a little bit of time off this off season, so I haven't been quite as present in our Discord server. But I had the opportunity to hop onto Elbom's Twitch stream the other day, and really nice guy. Really looking forward to playing together with him. So excited for this upcoming pro season. And yeah, Elbom actually suggested this team name, this logo, and I'm surprised that it hadn't been taken already. It's a great one, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'll also mention Jammies did really well in the draft series. If people don't remember, he actually ended up being on the winning team, and he beat DeSharmo and Agent PWE in the final week, and had a game 5 versus Dreadeye. So like, great time there.
Yeah. All right. Next one for Bone Masher.
All right, I got the Collegiate Player Retirement Home, captained by Diamond. Always a good team if it's captained by Diamond. We've got Dreadeye in the 1, speaking of, Super Chicken in the 2, Agent PWE in the 3, Nice Jewish Owl in the 4, and Neji Boston hiding down there in the 5. Not much to say about this team apart from the fact that they all should be 1 seeds.
Agreed.
Yeah, this is pretty insane, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I put them in the other team, the other conference, to my team? Just
Well,
please.
we haven't spun the wheel yet, so you could avoid them altogether unless there's some crossover. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Oh, as Walkerman asked, Dreadeye wasn't really on Brushy Tuna. It was a 1 week sub for them. And then Nice Yoshal is also in, so replacing Justin and Dankist. And yeah, looks like pretty solid replacements for this roster.
Neji's okay. He'll say that himself. He's only okay. JK. All right, next one. Who is up
Next one is Opportunistic Pro Players, captained by Dr. Bombed. At 1, they've got King Viking 23, followed by Tito Santana, Labore Sangre at 3, Stazari at 4, and Pilot in the 5.
Strong team.
Interesting fact about Labore Sangre. I keep talking about other formats. Labore was, I think, 5th on ladder in Classic, which is crazy. I did not know people.
Yeah, he took a run at Classic, and it was getting some pretty good results. I think he got up to, might have even hit rank 1 at some point. And he'd been doing a lot of work in that format, and then they just canned it on him. Like, but
Too good.
yeah, Labore is a fantastic deck builder.
Yeah.
Known him for a while in Wild, and if there's anyone that you want on your team that can just delve into the new cards and try and come up with something that's not out there at the moment, Labore is going to find it. So yeah.
Labore is sort of taking that role from Heat Shock and World 8, which were the two people who used to be on this team.
Yeah, they should do well.
Yeah.
Okay. We got Geranium to come up next.
Yep, we've got, we've actually already revealed one of these players, but we've got AFG Pros, Neji Boston not included. Dragon Rider is the captain. Dragon Rider is the 1 seed. This week in Hearthstone is the 2, with Flying Kraken in the 3, Jagatari in the 4, and Being Rachel in the 5. And this week in Hearthstone was on the AFG card reveal and had fresh take on sorry, not the card reveal, card rating stream. Had a fresh take on things that that a lot of the other people on that did not have. So I really hope that there's some original deck building brought to this team. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and Dragon Rider just kind of chipped in with This Week in Hearthstone, Jagatari, and Being Rachel, all being new to the THL. So,
How exciting!
welcome.
Yeah, I've seen them in some stream chats. They're quite present. Yeah.
Any other comments before we move on to the next team? All right. Bone Masher, you get the honor to announce this one.
All right, Swagoi is our next team, captained by Edelweiss. We've got No Glocko in the 1, Risen in the 2, Edelweiss in the 3, Linthesis in the 4, and Doc McButt down the bottom in the 5. Pun intended.
Bum. The Doctor coming back. Dr. McButt, a longtime THL player, captain as well. Takes some seasons off and then comes ripping back to have some fun. He's a good pal of mine. Likes Flappy Bird once that was out many moons ago. And of course, the team Swagoi has always been around THL for many seasons. So great to see McButt join the lineup, and Linthesis too. She's great. So
Edelweiss, quite omnipresent in Hearthstone esports right now. On a lot of casts. Also, people might not even realize was a big original lineup bringer last season as well. I think Heat Shock is usually the one that people call the original lineup builder, and he was bringing Edelweiss lineups for a lot of the weeks. So.
Yeah.
And a new mum. Congratulations.
That's right. Congrats to Edelweiss and their partner on.
Oh, did they have their baby? That's so exciting.
Yeah. Don't you follow X, man? Who doesn't follow X now?
I deleted
Everyone's
it.
on X. Everyone's on X.
I'm an XX poster.
What is X? Anyway. But anyway. All right. Any more?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, not for me. I was gonna step into the next one if you were ready
Okay.
for that.
Give her.
Next up is Finn's Femboys, captained there by Gimme Lamp. In the one, they've got Yo Daddy, followed by Lasagna at 2, Pace in the 3, Waluigi Time 4, and then Gimme Lamp rounding them out in the 5.
The what you with this team, what you see at first glance is not what you get. You see a team of wild players here, but they're actually really cracked at standard as well. Very representative of the logo there. It's not what you think it is.
Yeah. I know Lasagna and Pace, especially, are like, yeah, they're the top of Wild Ladder. Obviously, they're also like top 50 in standard whenever they want to be. Pace, once again, we're going to other formats. Pace was also he was ranked number 2 in Twist. So Maximum number 1, Pace number 2.
Good grief. So, Pro is stacking up pretty well, as expected.
And if we're looking for stacking up in Pro, a stacked roster is coming up right after this. The Imp Osters, headed by Lemur. This is the Zymox and Chill team. You know, almost that with the logo too. Lemur in the 1, Jespin in the 2, Derpager, or Derpager, I'm not sure, in the 3. That's the new player. The Toucher in the 4, and Diarist Bear in the 5. Yeah, Lemur and Jess had a pretty good season last season. They went 7-1, and Derpager is new to THL, and is, I think, 84th or something on ladder. Was that to end last season, and is that currently right now. So, yeah, I think this team is pretty good.
Pretty dang good, yeah. All right. Next up. Bone Masher.
Oh, me. We've got Cheesemongers United back. We've got Not Bamity captaining, and also 1 seed. Paralama in the 2, Random Dude in the 3, Memnuck in the 4, and Wild 9 coming off the back of his MVP season, starting in the 5. So sure glad I didn't put myself in the 5.
Yeah, Mr. Undefeated, I think, in regular season last season. So
They had a really good season last season. I'm expecting them to do really well again this season.
Yeah, and I love that logo. It's been there for a while, but it's one of my favorites.
all those dog lovers out there, and yes, it's
And cheese lovers too.
true. But I don't know how the monger comes into the dog portion of it, but whatever.
The dog is selling the cheese.
There you go.
Yeah.
Explains it. All right. And our second last entry of the Pro Series is
That's going to be F2L, captained by Rebobson. One, they've got Liquid Ox. Their captain Rebobson's there at 2. Next is Judgment at 3, Itachi at 4, and Raimi 94 in the 5.
He was stacked.
Yeah, it's a good team.
I don't know. I don't
it's
know
got-
who Liquidox is. It seems a little sus.
Taking over the mantle from previous seasons. Every season we have to have one player who submits the same lineup every single week and wins regardless. So
Yep.
that is Liquid Ox. And then Judgment and Rami have not left their post at the top of standard ladder. So yeah. How does Rebobson find them?
Amazing talent
Shame.
on there.
It's
Yep.
a shame this team's going to be in the opposite conference to mine. I was really looking forward to playing them.
No Dragon Rider. Ron decided he was not going to captain a team. So
Yeah, it's a one and done for them after our hat left, you know. They really can't find time for the next team here, which is
which is going to be. Oh, wait a second. There we go.
oh, yeah. Brushy Tuna is back. They win the series. They come right back. Ron Mexico is captaining. Pocket Train is returning. Ron is returning. McBannerface is returning. Based Inc. is returning from a few seasons ago, and Lotus Knight, of course, is returning. So that is Based in for our hat is the only change from last season. And yeah, I think if you're going to have to replace anyone, you'd want to replace them with Based. So this team is not looking to let their stranglehold end.
Yep. Get a little bit of a sprinkling of AFG in there too, so get around Mexico with Based. So Don's just got some secret agents on the Brushy Tuna team. So there you go.
Yeah, and with Ron, Based, and Neji, and an entire AFG Pro team, I think that title is coming home.
Just another average pro team, really,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. Especially with Ron running it, it's.
Oh,
Just-
and of course Azalea. I forgot Azalea was captaining. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just your 2750 PR pro team, it's fine.
NBD for sure. All right, so those of you who are kind of new to the THL, this is what we call the Wheel of Doom. So this is going to determine how all 12 of these teams are going to fall. So you're going to have two conferences, one pink, one black, 6 teams per side. So we're going to spin the wheel, which is going to show up here in a half second. And chat gets to determine which conference, we should probably do this before we spin, is going to be free. So is it going to be black or is it going to be pink? So if you want to choose that in chat, and then post away, and we'll spin the wheel here in 2 seconds. Who announced last? It was Geranium. So we're going to do. Hustle is going to announce the first team that's going into pink conference, which is going to be. Look at that.
Let's go.
That's going to be the Aussie Pro Mafia.
First off the rank. Let's go.
But you can't just put APM. Okay, never mind.
APM Mafia.
I got you.
Okay.
All right. So next team for Black Conference. It's going to be Bone Master's going to announce that.
Brushy Tuna. Oh, it was.
Oh, my.
Oh my
Brushy
God.
Tuna. Brushy Tuna, the first team in Black Conference. I'm so sad.
Aw, dang. Okay, Bone Masher will not face off
Uh,
with Brushy Tuna this season.
there you go.
Okay.
All
In
right.
conference, who's joining APM? Will be another APM team in the same conference. We're gonna get. It is.
Oh,
It's aggressively
This
proud
is-
mages.
This is not rigged out. It's not rigged at all.
Okay. Well, APM
Hustle,
versus
pressure.
APM violence.
Pressure's on Hustle. we've got a streak going here.
all right, Hustle. Here we go.
Come on, where's the prediction? Which one? Cheesemonger's.
Step 12.
Right.
I do it. Yeah.
F2L.
What a shame.
Wow. That conference is already looking frightening.
All right. Ready for pink conference? So we got who's up next? Geranium or Bone
No,
Master?
it's Bone Masher. It's Bone Masher.
Yeah, Bone Master. Okay.
Okay.
Predict-
There's no more APMs on here, right? Is it 1, 2? No, there isn't. Okay, so we're okay.
Next A team. Next A team.
We got Remember the Titans. Got to be Remember the Titans.
No, it's AFG. It's AFG.
Oh, Finn's Femboys in pink. Finn's in pink.
Actually, you know what? That's the last APM captain in pro. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Geranium. But
who's going to be on the other side of the bracket? Who's it going to be? I think it's going to be Imposters. I think Imposters is going to join the other side of the bracket. Who's it going to be though? It is Opportunistic Pro Players. OPP.
Oop. Okie dokie. Next pink conference team is going to be
It's got to be Titans, right? Oh, it's Swagaway.
Look away.
black conference
Black Conference. Collegiate.
selection.
Collegiate.
Oh, boy.
Remember the Titans. Welcome to Black. Vessel.
Hey, let's get another team in there. Come on. It is in pink conference AFG. So that's all three of the A teams, APM, APM, AFG in pink.
Black conference.
Collegiate.
There are the imposters.
Two more teams left. Who's going to be? Who do we want to put in pink conference right now? Collegiate or CMU?
I think that if Collegiate ends up in black, I don't know. That's pretty crazy. I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna put them in pink. Just wishful thinking.
Yeah, Collegiate always goes pink. They're just reverse psychology. And they do. Collegiate player retirement home.
Okay, well, we've got one last team to announce here, and I wonder who it's going to be. Who join this absolute squad of death here in Black Conference? You know,
The suspense is.
I really hope it's a team beginning to see here. Oh my God, could it be the Carnegie Mellon boys? Could it be? I don't know. It's going to be. It's slowing. Cheesemongers United in black.
There you have it.
I reckon the conferences look pretty even.
I mean, yeah, actually.
6 good
One of
teams in
them-
each conference.
Yeah, we've got Cheesemongers United fighting Brushy Tuna in the main season instead of finals. Okay.
I think it's pretty well rounded out now. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the APM versus APM week. That's going to be big for us.
that'll be if we can get all 5 players streamed at the same time, that would be cool.
Hey, now there's an idea.
Yeah, maybe we'll try it. See if schedules work. So, all right, okay. So that settles our pro series. So anybody that wants to screenshot that, and throw it into chat and to THL chat for the teams, be wonderful. But we are going to move on to the last portion of the show, which is doing the pro series team reveals. So the first one we're going with what Bone Masher's going to announce before he announces. Obviously, you see it on the screen, but it's Trios is in its second season. 13 teams in here with no conference, but maybe you can get into the details of what Trios is before you announce their Bone Masher.
Yeah. So trios is just like pro, but there's only one match. Players are 3. 3 people are in voice chat together, so you can help each other out with plays. You have one person is obviously the person playing the game, and the other 2 are in your ears telling you what you did wrong, or what you need to do. So it's a lot of fun. It's a bit more team oriented. You get to work together on things, and it's probably a good learning opportunity as well for people that may not be as proficient on the game, such as myself. So I didn't play last season. I'm really looking forward to playing this season and seeing where it goes. And it's also a cash league, so entry fee and there's a prize if you manage to take it out at the end of the season.
Yep. It's like
So yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so AFG, Amplified Gaming, first team, captained by Based Inc. And the 3 players on the team are Azalea Akari, Based Inc., and Dragon Rider.
was trying to remember offhand where they finished last season. I think it was sixth, fifth, somewhere in that zone.
Yeah, there was no tiebreaker,
Yeah. Oh,
but yeah, it was
top four.
quarters.
There you
Oh, it was top four. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Don. Oh, regular season. Okay, seventh. That's right. So,
Yeah. Good team. They should do well again.
yeah. And with certain teams, there's pilots that seem to perform a little bit better under pressure with two other voices on either ear. makes it interesting. So, all right, next team up, Hustle.
That's going to be Hog Speed Sliders. It's captained by Bone Masher, who's also just there at 1. There's not seeds really; these are just the orders that they're in.
Yeah.
And Jespin and Righteous Jammies, that team as well.
How's your
Yeah.
how's your APM, Bone Masher? Are you going to be the pilot?
Despite the fact that my brand is called APM, my APM's terrible. So, bit ironic. But yeah, we'll have a bit of fun. We'll probably switch it around as the season goes. Give everyone a chance to hold the mouse. But yeah, we're looking to have a bit of fun, I think, and hopefully we can do well. I know there's some teams touted as, good teams last season that didn't quite do so well, and there's some teams that ended up near the top that people didn't expect. So we'll probably come up with some spicy lineups and see if we can pull a few wins out of the bag. So
Yeah.
should be fun. Should be fun.
This is it's a pretty great selection of unsigned players that you collected here. Jess was subbed in for the winning team. So yeah, we're still undecided whether it was because of Jess that they won, but
I think we were watching the awards show or something, and they were talking about trios, and then Roger Jamie says that he didn't have a team, and Jespin said he didn't have a team, and I didn't have a team, so then we just created a team. So it's
Yep.
just we're all in chat together and talking about not having a team. And that's it. Like, we've got 3 people. That's it. Just don't even bother with recruitment. Just throw 3 people together, and and you can win. But yeah, as Lev says in chat, there the Trackmania reference. So
Yeah.
if anyone doesn't know Trackmania, go and watch Virtual. His YouTube content is really good.
Okay. Journey battle.
yep. Well, as we talked about having a team, well, these guys have a team from last season coming back again. It is the One Owl Amalgam Band with Copa captaining again. Copa and Hustle are tied at the hip, and Nice Jewish Owl returns again. Hustle, anything you got to say for your team?
I like them a lot. We didn't achieve our ambitions last season. We're going to try and do a little bit better this time. I'm glad to be playing with them again. I like playing with them a lot. So excited to go in and do our best.
Yeah, you guys ended, I think, like right outside of playoffs, or like
Yeah, we almost made it. I think we ended up losing in 5 on something that might have gotten us over if we had gotten lucky, but we had a pretty rough start to the season at the top of it. So we had a lot of catching up to do at the end anyway. So maybe we'll have some different momentum going into the season.
yeah.
Okay. Next one. Bone Masher. Oh, you're muted, dude.
Muted.
Sorry. The gang gets top deck, captained by Dushamo. We've got Ron Mexico, Lotus Knight, and Dushamo. Yeah, that should be a pretty good lineup. I guess if they're playing Hunter, Ron can be piloting, and depending what else gets played, shout around.
Yeah, Mako was running the squad, I think, last time, and
Yeah. Yeah, Lotus is is planning a wedding and also planning not to get top decked against. So we'll see how this season works out.
Yeah. It's Lotus's pet peeve is getting top decked. So, all right, next one.
Oh yeah, this
Next up is Swagoi, captained by Edelweiss. They got No Glocko, Molstar, and Cookie Monst.
Good old Swagoi. They did
yeah,
pretty
I
well
mean
last season. Sorry.
they also got top four. Yeah, they were at the top of the ladder the entire season, and yeah, they just barely missed. So try again.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. They're all, top players. So whoever's operating is going to be really switched on with their APM, at least. Yeah, tough to beat.
All right, next one.
Yep, we've got Chewy's Scorpid Adepts. This is the team captained by Judo Chop. Last season it was Marky Man and the Funky Bunch, or Markman and the Funky Bunch. We've got Eternal and Judo Chop returning. Markman is replaced by Chewy in the player slot and in the name of the team. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to tie your winning hopes to a player, it might as well be Chewy. Very very good player, as you can see on the logo there. Death Rattle, Summon, Eternal, and Judo Chop. They're going to be trying to not trigger the Death Rattle on their team.
Curious about the time frame because I think Chewy's in Sweden.
Yeah,
So, but
they will. They'll make it work.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
find a
I
time.
know
It'll
Judo
be
is up at those hours.
it'll be a good week when they play against my team, when we've got an Australian, a Sweden, and everybody else in America. We'll find a time that works. Trust. I might be up at 4 a.m., but we'll find a time.
I'm sure the wife and kids will happily wake you up 2 hours later, right? So
It's a lot easier to play in the night when they're all asleep.
exactly. All right, next team up.
Okay, we have got the W gang, not the L gang, the W gang now. We've got captained by Lima. We've got Lima, Gimme Lamp, and Lowbrow Low Ladder. Yeah, I think the success has gone to their head and to their logo.
They turned an L into a W. So
Yep, not to be underestimated. And yeah, see if they can bring the same success this season.
any other comments, guys, or on to the next one? Cool. Hustle.
Yeah, who's next? Good question. It's a good question. Captained by Marty B. That is a team with Marty B, Waluigi Time, and Lasagna.
Yeah, it's a small change from the lean levers of last year that looked to be the top team, and hey, this looks to be the top team. Thumbs up.
I think Gimme Lamp's keyboard broke, but
Waguchi.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Next.
Well, we've got another returning team. We've got Cheesemongers United, which was the finals opponents. Pyro Llama, not Bamity, Dr. Bomdi. Same team returns once again. Same team destroys once again. I've heard this story 1,000 times. Just get to the next season.
All right. Don't know who these. Oh well, actually, sorry, it's not this particular group, but Bone Masher.
Yep, next team is the Brown Alumni Esports, captained by Stinzy, also with Iron Moon and Panachia, rounding out the three. So Stinzy and Iron Moon have been playing on the APM teams the last couple of seasons. I don't know, has Panachia been playing in THL? I don't recognize
Same
him from
team.
any.
It's the
So
same team as
they
last
played. They
season.
played together in trios last season. Yeah,
That's the only time they've played.
yeah. Of course, they're running it back. That should be pretty good.
All right, and then we got
That's going to be the big three, captained by Super Chicken. It's Super Chicken, Diamond, and Neji Boston.
yeah, they kind
They're
of
okay.
they're all right. Yep. So, Super Chicken and Neji and Diamond are actually going to be doing a meetup. I think this weekend. So might see some pictures in THL.
Yeah, they are. They're meeting up right now. Is why they can't watch the stream.
There
So
you go. Hopefully they're having some fun and listening to the shenanigans. Don't see them in chat, but that's okay. So
yeah, Don, right now.
yeah, text them if you know if you have Neji's phone. Text him. So
Good man.
pictures or it never happened. Yes, exactly. But Diamond's good at editing photos, so it might be just Photoshop his face on stuff. So anyway. So that brings us to Nova Scotia team. So we go from West Coast to East Coast with
Yeah, avoiding a name snafu like there were last season. Last season there was F2L, F3L. Last season there was the Big Three, Great Big Three. Well, Great Big Three has renamed to EZ, with Yaxter and Wengor returning. Corridon is replaced with Tweeg, which is a pretty good replacement. Tweeg is he was like 32nd on ladder or something like that. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna replace Corridon with anybody, Tweeg is a pretty great replacement. And as I've been told, easy is their life motto.
Mm-hmm. So Tweeg is always says easy in chat or easy when he's playing games. So that's where I think the team name came. And I have to get confirmation from Yachtster since he's the captain to make sure, or at least ask if the easy was done by Etch a Sketch. So we'll confirm that in chat sometime soon. And last but not least, we have Bone Masher announcing the last team. So
Yeah, let's go. We've got another Sussy Union returning. I recognize the logo. It's a bit different, maybe. We've got Captain You Kit and me with Skirt Reynolds and Tab rounding out the three. Yeah, all play together. They should do well. I know all of these people cause me trouble when I play Hero Legacy. when I'm slid down in the four.
there you go. They
Yeah,
yeah.
this team went undefeated last main season of
Mhm.
trios, so they're pretty good.
Yeah, went 6-0 for the season. So don't know if that was expected, but based off of the players they played against or the teams they played against, it was really good to see. So, but yeah, that's the lineup. So we can briefly go over the teams here. So we got Amber Flight Gaming, Pog Speed Sliders, One Owl Amalgam Band. The gang gets Top Deck, Swagoi, Chewies, Scorpion Adepts, the W Gang. Good question. Cheesemongers United, Brown Alumni Esports, the Big Three, Easy, and then another Sussy Union. So that's our big group of 13 teams for the Trio series. pretty excited actually. The trio season was easy to almost solo content for Friday nights and even on the occasional Sunday because the viewers got to hear how these players navigated the game. So we flip flop back and forth. It was pretty fun from a content side. So and
Yeah, very fun to cast too.
right, yeah. So now we get to listen to Bone Masher and his squad do things. Okay, so with the Wheel of Doom already done for Pro Series, I'm going to get some opinions on Wild Series from our panel. Who I guess would be for Wild, would be who the top three are going to be, they think. Hustle, a.k.a. Bone Masher.
Top three for Wild. Definitely going to be the Sleepyhead Shakers. They're stacked. They're strong. They're good. They're always top two. You can't really go past F12 Viridian either, seeing that they've been in every single final in Wild Series since season one. And I'll always put my team in there in the top three. We were in the semis last year. I think we were third at the end of the season, so I'll have us in the top three again. Although I wouldn't underestimate the other teams that are there as well.
Mm-hmm. Geranium?
Yeah. I mean, it's really hard to argue against against Sleepyhead Shakers, against F12 Iridian, and against avoid punitive measures. I think, if anything, I'm going to give a nod to the other APM team, a Plastered Monkey. I think this team has a lot of underrated great players here. Yeah, I think since there's going to be 4 teams in playoffs, it's kind of hard to say 3 out of 4. That's going to be my 4.
Okay, Hustle.
Yeah, I'm not too plugged into the Wild scene, but yeah, it's pretty clear that Shakers and F12 Viridian are going to be tough ones to beat. I'm going to throw World Shakers in there. I know that they've got some new blood on that lineup, but I play with Copa a lot. I like the way Copa runs his teams, and I think they've got a shot.
All right. So, Pro Series. Since we already have the lineups for the conferences, Hustle. What do you got for your selections? The top 3 or 4.
We're in Pro right now.
Yep. Pro.
Yeah, there's so many good teams here. I'm really excited to see Collegiate Player Retirement home. I've had my eye on them since I saw this list, and I think that they're going to be a big contender. It's hard to. I don't think you can ever exclude Brushy Tuna. Brushy Tuna's just stacked every season, and they've added base ink since our hat's no longer on the team, and that's just insane. Choosing a third, I think I'm gonna go with Finn's Femboys. I think that's a lot of really great players, and I know that they're more wild oriented usually, but I'd like to see what they can do.
All right, Geranium.
Sorry, I'm already messing up. Is it top 3 or top 4?
It doesn't matter. It's like the top teams that we feel is going to get to the playoffs. So
Yeah, well, wow. I think okay, so Collegiate Player Retirement Home, I think that everyone every single season they seem overrated, and then they barely sneak into playoffs. So this time I'm going to underrate them. I think it's Finn's Femboys, and I think it's Aussie Pro Mafia that make it. And I think in the other conference, that looks to be like Imposters and no, actually, okay, I'll do Cheesemongers United and Brushy Tuna. turning.
All right, and Bone Masher, your tag.
Yeah, I think the obvious ones there are Collegiate, Brushy Tuna, and F2L. I think they're the strongest looking lineups from top to bottom. But there's going to be three other teams that are pushing them. Black Conference, I think Cheesemongers United is the other team that had a really strong season last season, so they'll probably be pushing Brushy and F2L. Pink Conference is a bit more open. I think maybe aggressively proud majors with Parawox returning. You know, he was MVP in the one season he played, and the other guys in the team are no slouches. So, I think they might sneak into playoffs as well. And if I have to pick a third one from the Pink Conference, I think Amberflight Gaming Pros might have a decent season as well. I think they're a good chance of making the top three in Pink.
All right, and then we're gonna wrap it up with the trio side. So we'll start with Bone Masher again. With I guess we'll just say top three.
With trios,
Yeah.
trios top three. Okay, so this is a bit more open because you're only playing one game and anything can happen with variance. So I'm gonna back my team. If ever I'm gonna win a championship, it's gonna be when I'm captaining a non-APM team. So I'm gonna back my team in. Just Bean and Righteous Jammies. We're gonna get it done. I also really like the look of Chewy Scorpid Adepts. I think Chewy top 16 player. He's going to carry Eternal and Judo Chop to a final. And the third one, good question. Good question. They can be third. Marty B's team.
Marty B, the team. All right, Geranium.
Yeah. So I got to see the teams ahead of time, and someone in the APM channel asked what the best trios team was going to be, and I said, "Good question," which didn't spoil anything, thankfully. So yeah, I think good question will be doing really well. I think let's go with the big three. I actually think EZ as well, and then my fourth. Yeah, I think this is the gang gets top decked year. Okay.
Okay. And Hustle closing in.
Yeah, I like Amberflight Gaming a lot here. It's a great group of players, and just need some dice rolls to really, I think, knock it out of the park there. I like the big three. I played on Legacy with those guys last season. Great group of guys, really competitive players. And I think if I were going to go with a third, I'm gonna go with EZ, captained by Yockster there. I had the chance to play with Yockster, not in this, but in the sort of like test run thing that they did.
Right.
I forget what that was, but he's a really smart guy. I think he's gonna do a good job leading that group.
Was that the trios tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I think it was you, Steph, and Yatzer were doing that,
That's
right?
right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I mixed that up when I was talking about trios, where we placed in trios earlier. With that, I would play with Yockster, and we were just like a game away from making it to the top 8 there. And yeah, it was really a pleasure playing with him, and I'm excited to see what he can do this season.
Yeah. Okay, well that pretty much wraps up most of this. We do have another reveal to do tomorrow night, same time around 9 p.m. Eastern, which is going to have a couple of new casters on here. So we're going to have Elbomb 25 jump in, and then we're going to have Classy Thug along with Geranium Battle and myself doing the Hero Series. Which is entering in its 22nd season, and then the Legacy Series, which is entering in its quarter mark. So 25 seasons in, so that's good.
Wow.
That's a lot a lot of seasons. If you calculate that, it's 8. I think it's 8 years. Works out to be 8 years roughly, something like that. Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be fun to do. So Wheel of Doom is gonna come out for that for that instance. We also have with the season coming up on Monday, starting on Monday, we're gonna have the season shows going to start. So we're gonna have at least 2 shows on Tuesday. We got a 8 p.m. Eastern or 8 a.m. Eastern, a show called what? Bone Masher. What's the show called?
Sidebar.
Sidebar. There you go. So we got
Sidebar is back.
yep.
Yep.
And then we got 8 p.m. Eastern with Lotus Night there bringing in Heart Center. So yeah, that's actually 9 p.m., isn't it? 9 p.m. Eastern. So
Yep.
and I think not everybody's returning, but I think Geranium Battle, Super Chicken, and then there's another individual I think is going to fill in. I just can't remember who it is. Azalea, I think it is, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's going to be at least the starting cast.
Yeah. So it'll change throughout the season, but similar to Bone Mashers Sidebar group, there's individuals that fly in that they're able to contribute to content. So, but we also have another show that Bone Masher's going to mention. So tell us about that.
Yep. So this year there's going to be another THL show that's going to be on. It's going to be on 9 a.m. You love the AM shows, don't you? At 9 a.m. on a Saturday. A new show hosted by myself and Azalea Akari. So you'll more information coming out about that. But yeah, as another show, we're going to be this year's sidebars going to be doing trios and wild to complement her center doing hero, legacy, and pro. And Azalea and I are doing a show which is going to have a little bit of a different focus. So I'll put some information out about it. We are looking for people to come onto the show. So if 9 a.m. Saturday Eastern is not too disagreeable to you, we will be looking to have plenty of people on the show as guests this season. So yeah, looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what people you bring on the show and their interactions with the group. So
Yeah, and big thank you to Saku for all of the screens for the new show. Once you see them, top notch, absolutely fantastic work.
I'm glad you liked them. So it should be it. So any final thoughts before we let the chat go and we continue on? Bone Masher gets to enjoy his Saturday. So any thoughts, Bone Masher, Geranium, Hustle?
Sidebar was the best news show, and I think contended for best show last season. And yeah, hearing a new show is in the works is scintillating. Very excited.
Yeah, very exciting.
Looking forward to it myself. So okay, thanks everybody for joining us. Be safe out there. Love y'all, and we will see you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, with Geranium, L-Bomb, and Classy Thug, and myself. So, take care. We will see you later.
Good night, everyone.